The Moroccan family.
According to the data in 2019, the population is nearly 36,002,014 and 426. Morocco is located in northern Africa and to the north and the west of the Mediterranean Sea and Atlantic Ocean, and on the edge of continental Europe. The capital city is Rabat, and its largest city is Casablanca. Marrakesh is known for its beautiful mosques, palaces, and gardens. Morocco is known as the Kingdom of Morocco because of its history of rich culture and diverse cuisine. Morocco has 4 natural landscapes that are unique: the Rif, the Atlas Mountain, High Plateau of Eastern Morocco, and Northwest Atlas. The Atlas Mountains is divided into 3, the Middle Atlas, High Atlas, and Anti-Atlas.
In the Atlas Mountains, there are rivers and waterfalls people can hike or take horses or mules to go through the valley. The Moroccan Sahara Desert, the largest hot desert, has 2 main sand dunes where people can ride camels, climb dunes, and sleep under the stars. Morocco's main industries are phosphate rock mining and processing, food processing, making of leather goods, textiles, energy and construction, and tourism. Their main agriculture are barley, wheat, citrus, fruits, grapes, vegetables, olives, livestock, and wine.
In Morocco, 99% of the people's religion is Islam.
Islam is the second largest religion in the world with over 1.5 billion followers. And like Christianity, Islam is a transnational religion, meaning that there are Muslims living in every country in the world, and there are many countries that are majority Muslim. Most Muslims will think of themselves as either Shia or Sunni, but there is tremendous diversity even within Shia Islam and within Sunni Islam that's often regionally dependent. Islam literally means submission, and so Muslims see themselves as coming to God with great humility. And for Muslims, submitting to God creates a radical sense of equality. The most sacred text for Muslims is the Holy Quran, which most Muslims believe is the direct word of God, as revealed to Muhammad through the angel Gabriel. And even though Muslims hold Christian and Jewish prophetic lineages as authoritative, for Muslims, the most important prophet and the final prophet is Muhammad. Muhammad brought Judeo-Christian monotheism to the Arab people about 1,300 years ago. In order to understand what animates Muslim life, it's helpful to think about the 5 pillars of Islam, which is an aspiration that most Muslims around the world have. The first pillar is Shahada, or the recitation of faith. There is no God but God, and Muhammad is his prophet. The second pillar is Salat, or ritual prayer 5 times a day facing in the direction of Mecca, the holiest of Muslim sites. The third pillar is a zakat, or charitable giving to the poor. A certain percentage of your salary every year would be given for philanthropy. The fourth pillar is Ramadan, or fasting during the holy month. That month changes each year. It's based on a lunar calendar, but Muslims will generally fast for a full month. For Muslims, developing a type of self-discipline through fasting will help ensure that they are able to follow the other tenets of their faith in a way that is equally rigorous and devotional. And the fifth pillar is Hajj, or the aspiration to undertake a pilgrimage to Mecca at least once in your life.
A typical Moroccan marriage begins with the bride and groom signing a marriage contract. Unlike the West, the actual wedding ceremony is not attended by many people. It is usually the couple and the guardians of the bride. After the paperwork is signed, the couple is legally and religiously married, though often it's not until the wedding party that the marriage is considered final. Moroccan women still attend in the traditional ways. The wedding dresses is usually a kaftan, a sort of long robe made of silk, satin, silk, or other rich fabrics and covered with a jacket. The groom usually wears a suit. He might change at some point into a tunic and pants called jabador, a Moroccan male galaba. Majority of Moroccan families believe in arranged marriages. Parents often have arranged marriages for their children because doing so will ensure that their child stays vigilant in their religious belief. Another reason for arranged marriages is poverty. For some families, the marriage of a daughter to a man who is better off is both a way of giving her access to a higher standard of living than they can offer, and a way of securing a nest egg in return for the dowry. Dowry is the property or money brought by a bride to her husband on their marriage. Although the marriages are arranged, men have more freedom to choose who they want as a partner than a woman. Women as young as 17 can have an arranged marriage.
Family structure in Morocco. The family unit is absolutely sacred in Morocco, more so than in contemporary Western cultures. Their family unions tend to always be led by men and followed by women. In recent times, this issue of inequality has gained some ground in society, despite their Muslim customs related to discretion, preserving and restraining women's freedoms of choices and rights. Today, Morocco has undertaken changing family structures of considerable importance, incorporating legal steps, especially in regards to women's rights. It has more women stepping out of their comfort zone to fight for the rights of themselves and their daughters so that they may have more freedom and eventually gain equal rights as the men in their country. Morocco's adoption of a new family code in 2004 was hailed as a great step forward for women's rights domestically and as a model for the broader Muslim world. This code is also known as Mauda Wana. Their new code was created to enhance women's equality in marriage, divorce, and other aspects of family life. As a country that had recently gained freedom from France, they were seeking to progress and found that their country wouldn't be able to do so if women still felt that their rights were being violated and that they suffered as a result of it. As the government was getting ready to pass this new and improved code, many traditionalists and Islamists strongly opposed the changes. This caused huge controversy because there were those who wanted to separate religion from government and those that wanted both combined. King Mohammed VI was a great advocate for this new reform to not only change the lives of women, but of families as well. He explained that the purpose of the new code would be to, and I quote, eliminate discrimination against women, protect children's rights, and to preserve the integrity of men, end quote. Morocco's family systems changed dramatically with the adoption of new family laws in 2014. Instead of women serving husbands and men being responsible for the whole family, both husband and wife had equal rights and duties in the family. The new law also gave judges and prosecutors new duties, including the responsibility of safeguarding the rights of women and children. Judicial approval was now required to process and validate divorces and certain marriages. The Marijuana rules provided that both men and women must be 18 years of age in order to get married. Very few cases would allow underage marriage. Women were now allowed to initialize divorce, which previously only men could have done. The best interest of the child was taken into consideration with the new rules of Morocco, changing the way custody was given after a separation or divorce. Previously, a woman would lose custody if she remarried or moved on after a separation. Now, the judges would take into consideration what would be in the best interest of the child. Women could now keep custody of their children under 7 years of age and/or if they have handicaps, even if they decide to remarry. Both boys and girls of age 15 years or older could decide who their custodial parents would be. Although all of these rules have been put into place, there are still a few challenges that Moroccan families face. Some people don't follow through with the new rules, and women and children end up suffering because of it. There are still many people advocating and protesting for equal rights, with the hopes that someday the rules will be in favor of equality all throughout Morocco.
Death, mourning, and burial practices. When a Muslim dies, the body must be buried within 24 hours of death, and when the body is buried, the head faces the Mecca. The Mecca is the holy city. It is the birthplace of Prophet Muhammad. The body is prepared by family members either in their home or at a mosque. The body is washed and wrapped in white linen. The body is then buried and protected.
Moroccan family strengths consist of family unity, dependability, taking care of the elderly, faith, and respect. Family unity is the most important element of everyday life in Moroccan families. It also consists of both the nuclear and extended family. Families bond over meals, for they enjoy time eating together and having gatherings where they can all come close together. The family works as a group to accomplish goals. Family members from multiple generations tend to live together under one roof and tend to stay together for long lengths of time. Family unity is seen as sacred, for that the family unit ideals are held higher than what an individual desires. In regards to decision making, the family gets together and makes a decision as a family unit. Dependability. Each member in the family depends on each other and plays a role in the family. For instance, the father works to feed and provide for his family, while he depends on the mother to take care of the home, clean and cook for the family, and cares for the children and their education. They support one another for the ultimate reward in helping the family. They depend on one another to do their part so they can contribute to the overall well-being. Dependability in the family is an essential component to keeping productivity. It is about doing what you can to make sure you hold up to your end of the bargain. Next is taking care of the elderly. The elders in the family are highly respected and seen as wise, and exert a great influence on the rest of the family. They are also cared for by family members. Faith. Faith plays an enormous role in their everyday lives. Praying is an important part of their lives and impacts how they live each day and go about their daily routines. Last, respect. Respect is shown and implemented at a young age. Children respect their parents and elders, and also respecting genders and gender roles is important.